All right, welcome everybody to tonight's Super Mario Bros. 3 Warpless tournament action. We've got a race between highflyer28 and WhenChukAttacks. I'm the Haxer, and I'm joined by Neo Shazam. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Excited for this one.
Absolutely. So yeah, should be a really good race here. I think both are 2-1, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we've got some seeding going into the brackets up for grabs here. So definitely going to be a big race in terms of that, and should be a fairly close one. Both these runners are very skilled. So should be getting started shortly here. They've already been released and technically started, but we've got 50 seconds or so of delay.
And High Flyer is a hammer player, and Chuck is with fire. So we may have a very, very close hammer versus fire race here, and that's the hope.
That is the hope. But in 1-1 here, what do we got going on? We have Pipe Rub. All right, Pipe Rub from High Flyer and Chuck. I'm just gonna assume he everything went great there. Yeah. And High Flyer out of the stage, 22 seconds in, gets the 291 as per usual with the old pipe rub action. Both getting a movement of one there. Chuck with a slight lead, so perhaps he decided to forego the pipe rub there, which would have made the difference.
Almost saying very nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Both getting the early P speed as well. So it's going to continue, and Chuck getting blessed. The mushroom there. Alrighty. We get some early P speed. We don't on either side, actually, which isn't a big deal. They're not going to have to worry about that waffle. Can we get the leaf grab, though? Very big here. Both getting the leaf grab, so losing a little bit of time, missing the P speed at the beginning, but not a whole lot. So. Hey, what's going on, Homer? Welcome in. All right, so we got 1-5, the old slide there, and you can see a little bit of difference in strats. I think both, clipped into the ground. Am I crazy, or did that happen?
High Flyer definitely got Sticky Hill and decided to not try to power through it to avoid the damage, and he's playing very safely there to avoid taking damage in 1-5. It looks like Chuck did take damage at some point, so looks like the safety strat is going to pay off a little bit here for High Flyer.
Chuck did the same thing, but he got sticky ceiling as well when he tried to. So he got sticky hilled in the sticky ceiling, unfortunate. But there is a nice back of mushroom here. You can see he's a professional. He has had this happen many times and knows exactly what to do there.
We'll have to keep an eye on Chuck to see if he gets sticky floored in, 2 pyramid, also 3-4. There's a variety of sticky hills that pop up and cause trouble.
Yeah, the refs might need to check, check out High Fly here. There could be some things afoot here. Just a little bit of, I don't know if he's adding stickum to some of these levels on Chuck's cart, but it's a rough one. But yeah, both here on the airship in the same situation do not have fire, so they'll have to pick it up here. Not a whole lot separating the two so far, really just the difference being that 1-5.
Yeah, roughly looks like maybe 2 seconds. We'll know more with the wand grab.
Yeah, I think High Flyer got a bunch of movements of 2, seemed like. So, Bro's evening things up a bit there, which, honestly deserved.
Yeah, High Flyer has lots of tournament experience, particularly in the past few years, and then Chuck has lots of tournament experience from probably the years before that.
Yeah, I believe he won the last Warpless tournament he participated in back in 2018, which was the first one I had ever participated in. So it's been a while for him.
I guess just a second. 342 for High Flyer and 343 for Chuck.
Yeah, I'm surprised 1-5 costing that much time there, so. Alright, moving into the sandy world.
Welcome in the raid from Stallboltzen SC2. I know he's a Mega Man 2 player. Thanks for the raid.
Pretty similar routes here through hole 2-1. Nobody taking damage, which can happen on occasion at the stage, so good stages coming out from both runners there. Getting mushrooms at the end, the ever important avoiding of the fanfare. And we're going to see slides in 2-2 as expected. One of the few stages in the run that you generally will not see players obtain P-speed in until maybe the very end here. And a little difference on the time there. Maybe Chuck maintaining some better speed through the level than Highflyer.
And in normal runs, Highflyer will gamble for an early hammer. Probably not the same in a race, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't know which bro that was for Chuck. I'm assuming that was the, no, it's gotta be the music box, so. Music box is coming over, it looks like. Both runners getting a movement of 2 there, so not surprising when you have both the hammer bros stuck on that right half of the screen. Yeah, Chuck, so far through the early going here, able to even things up and take actually a slight lead here. Yeah, the music box comes over for Chuck, so he's not going to have to worry about it. He is skipping it. And we're going to see some difference in strat here, I think. Oh, nope, both doing the old, tested, trusty method here. Waiting for the shell of Chuck doing the little knockback to save an additional half second there.
Yeah, I believe in the past interviews, Chuck has mentioned he is not interested in the music box, and he will actively fight a P-Wing in either 4 or 5.
Yeah, for the most comfortable route through the game. While we've got the Sun stage here. The runner is essentially a dead heat here. I think Chuck maybe with second, half second.
And I know Highflyer is comfortable with 610, so we may see route divergence depending on what the bros do.
So yeah, Flyer going up, recognizing that that is the hammer, gonna pick it up. Ideally, gonna go down to 5 after this stage, and hopefully this other bro moves down. Will it move down? It does. Perfect. So he is clear from getting scammed here.
Shout out to Darth Icarus for the raid. Welcome in.
And Chuck is also free from scamming and is getting movements of 1 by nature of bro location here. So some really nice RNG for Chuck so far in World 2. That was a movement of 2, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? As I say, yeah. Anyway, into the pyramid we go. Both runners are going to pick up the beetle here. Breakthrough. Chuck ducking a little extra there under that that pillar, unfortunately. Skipping through. Not quite what he wanted to do, but really great recovery, and Flyer, a little mishap, slight mishap there in that stage as well. And the 1 on the way to the airship, and movement of 1. So we're gonna see the same pattern. Chuck getting the fireball in the cutscene there. Not the jump, but the fireball.
And looked like Chuck is about a 2-second lead. I know Chuck has been doing stomps, not doing all the fire kills, so I'm trying to remember if this was one where he stomped or if he did a fire kill, so that may be something that can give the edge back to Highflyer for if it's going to be this close, that little bit of time save with the fire kills over the stomps.
Yeah, I think he is comfortable with this one. I think World 4 and World 5 are the ones that not 100% sure he's comfortable with or has really learned. But yeah, really great World 2s actually coming out from both runners there is really just the slight mistakes in the pyramid, I think. Otherwise, they both had really great execution there. Something didn't quite go right for Chuck there. So unfortunately for Chuck, Flyer able to execute a really nice fire kill there and take the lead as a result. You can see the difference there in just a clean fire kill versus one that's a little half and half.
Yeah, based off the castle presses, I was expecting Chuck to have the 2-second lead, but then, yeah, sometimes when the fire kill goes a little squirrely, it is just safe to stomp and then grind him out. So Flyer looks like he has about that 2-second lead that I thought was going to be for Chuck.
And in the 3-1 here, another stage where there's not really a whole lot going on here. You know, getting the jump. Chuck with the really nice jump over that coral there, you know. That's you know, grinding out that little extra distance at the top, saving those frames. Ooh, and Flyer getting a coin ship. I totally missed that, but yeah, 22 coins with 20 on the counter. Not something you often see in World. Oh, and Chuck getting hit by a fish too, meanwhile. So not something you see a whole lot of in World 3 because, you know, most people have kind of developed some anti-coin ship strats, so I'm not sure quite what happened to them in this run there, but yeah, unfortunate development. So he's gonna hope that this coin ship stays in that cubby, and he's gonna try to skip both of them here. And unfortunately, the coin ship moving out. So, guys, you want that coin ship to move down and away, you know, into the cubby again if you want to see this race remain close here.
Yeah, I didn't notice the coin total either, but I definitely noticed that coin ship transformation.
Oh. Maybe they'll switch. They could switching out. Not really.
I mean, they could switch. It just the problem is if one's in the way, that's a problem.
Yeah. I think it's possible they switch it. Oh man, think about it.
They switch. Hopefully, they both. He's got to hope that they both stay out of the way.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to think about what to do there. That's one of those, man, what do I even do? He could try to go for the quick death here.
Yeah,
at the
looks
beginning
like
of it.
looks like that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's looking like it is. And gets it. Very nice, very nice. So he'll actually then want to fight this. And
Great
of course
death.
It's yeah, great death. It is unfortunately running away from him. This is a great stage to regain his fire, though, so there is an upside to where he did have to take the death here. This is maybe the best place in the entire world to regrab fire.
That is definitely true. And then the tricky thing is with those the bridges that go up and down, he can hopefully, if he's able to skip the star row time-wise, he won't be too rough.
Oh, he's safe. No,
no,
that's the wrong bro.
He doesn't know what he's done.
Oh no, he was safe. Oh man, that's rough.
So for the fans watching at home that don't know what happened is that bridge now, it's going to be up, and he's going to have to take another death here, where if he just would have went straight up and fought the hammer bro, he could have skipped the star bro because of the death on the coin ship.
Has to be a little careful here. Alright, doesn't get eaten. That's good. Nice. Nice snipe of the bass there. Isn't going to have to worry about it. So, you know, still in the race here. Gonna need some help, obviously, from this point. But yeah, unfortunate. Just wasn't, you know, wasn't ready for what happened to him here in World 3, and that happens. I mean, he kind of had to figure out on the fly what he was doing there. Will he be grabbing fire here? It's looking like he's skipping fire, so doing an H jump. Kind of a weird H jump as well, so I don't know if, you know, he could be a little flustered.
Yeah, I think so. It's yeah, the coin ship and the deaths in World 3 because of those bridges that go up and down. I think he realized that he made a mistake, and that, yeah, definitely is very frustrating because he kind of got aside from getting the coin ship, and then he took a good death, and then he was going to be able to skip the bro and kind of make the best out of it. And then having to take that second death is just really rough.
Yeah, I agree. Are we gonna see Leaf strats here? I think he should.
Probably just for safety. Because if she scams you once, then you're small.
Yeah, and you can use that Leaf the damage boost in the next stage too. So it's not like not a bad option really. Kind of guarantee that nice P speed before the waterfall. Yeah, sure enough, grabbing the Leaf, which makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, Chuck finishing up World 3 there, so both runners having some adventures in World 3, actually. Yeah, 3-2 not being kind to Chuck, and the 3-4 was a little wonky as well. But he's out of there. Very nice. Oh, yeah. This is a professional. He's played randomizer. He knows the stomps. Going for the off-screen. Oh, I think he got it. I think he got it.
Too.
Heads up play. Getting the time back that he lost by not getting the fire kill. Oh, what? No way. It was so close. Wow. You hate to see it. And your reward is extra time loss. Meanwhile, Chuck clearing out 4-1 there with the shell strat, moving into 4-2 here. Do we see a despawn? We do. The gatekeeper isn't there, and then sure enough, he is utilizing that Leaf to damage boost. Unfortunately, loses P speed. Oh no. I have to play a little safe here to the end, and we'll have the opportunity to pick up a nice mushroom in 4-2. It was a nice backup mushroom, so not the worst.
Yeah, I would be a little more chicken strats. I would have probably gone back to get that mushroom right there, because this one is just with the cheaps flying around, it can get dangerous. Okay,
fair enough. He doesn't have time for mushrooms. Meanwhile, Chuck cleaning up 4-3 there. It's a nice PSP in the bottom section, and Highflyer gonna have to do it small. How comfortable is he gonna be?
A lot of moves on Chuck's side there.
Yeah, that was at least a 4, right?
Yeah, maybe 6.
Oh, he gets it back. Okay, he's gonna stop for the mushroom. I don't blame him. And he gets the P speed back as well. Okay. I mean, let him cook. That was a really good 4-3 there. I haven't seen something quite like that. And Chuck, any snipers? No snipers. Oh! Late sniper. He's coming. Thankfully, Neither runner having to take the terrible fortress there, able to skip it. Both
Ooh,
picking up their clouds.
Chuck gambling. Maybe he's hoping that if that bro is gonna backdoor him, he's the P-wing.
Yeah, I think he's hoping he's gonna. Oh no! He touches and loses the P speed there. Getting hit for his fire flower. Does have the opportunity to pick it up in the fortress here though. And Flyer just sneaking past. That was a rough 4-4 for Flyer. And yeah, Stewie pointing out he could have played 4-5 there to guarantee the bro skip. Unfortunately, he's going to have to leave it up to the gods here. And again, you know, Chuck, I don't think Chuck's played 100% a very long time. So, not sure how familiar he'd even be with that stage. And he gets lucky there. That's what he needs. Flyer picking up a hammer bro there. I didn't quite see what it was, whether it's the star or the P-wing, but gets an item back there.
The other bro's trying to come through the back door on Flyer too.
Nope. And he's safe. Clipping into some stairs there. Doesn't really matter. He's going to pick this fire up anyway. Meanwhile, Chuck shooting fireballs to the music here. Heads up jump from Flyer there to avoid the waffle that was certainly going to hit him. And Chuck not using the intended way of crossing here. The corkscrew. Doesn't have time to be jumping on that. Budsy confirming that he picked up a star, so not what he was hoping for there.
Yeah, and I know High Flyer is comfortable with 610s, so we'll see if he gambles in World 5 or just boxes the lower bros and accepts playing 610.
And not a big deal to box the bros in World 5. I mean, technically, if he got unlucky in World 5 and picked up the star, he was better off getting the star in World 4. Faster hammer bro fight. So. And High Flyer also not using the corkscrew here. Very interesting. We don't get to assess people's alignment when they do this. It's basically an F minus automatically. And yeah, as we had kind of mentioned earlier, Chuck not knowing the World 4 boss skill was kind of something that wasn't as common 2018. Or at least if he knows it, he's not doing it for safety. I don't really blame him either. He's aware he has quite a lead here.
Yeah, and Iggy is a scammer.
Absolutely. So keeps his fire, you know, perfect. And we're gonna see some Fire 5-1 coming out. Not something you see every day with people finding ways to take damage at the end of World 4, it seems like, on a regular basis. Shout out to nobody in particular. And do we see the pit? We don't see the pit. Very nice section there from Chuck. Sliding his way to victory. Yes, as predicted, Flyer also moving into 5-1 with Fire. taking out some of the nippers there, not wanting to lose this fire flower, and I don't blame him. He's going to be able to pick up some additional time here at the end of the stage by getting that P speed. Meanwhile, Chuck in 5F1, one of these scarier stages in the run, just really for that opening fire pit. And now Flyer, is he... Yeah, he's taking it safe here. Not gonna chance our pit of shame. And, you know, as predicted, Chuck gambling in World 5 here. I don't recall them switching, so this should be the P-Wing. Yes, picking up the P-Wing. Does his bro move up? It does not, so picking up an extra bro here, so if you are cheering for Flyer, this is the sort of thing you need at this point. And into the tower we go, while Flyer starting 5F1, not taking the lava bath at the beginning, very big. Does look like he misses his jump input there, so is going to have to slow down. Oh, unfortunately losing the fire here. He definitely wanted to keep that, because it does lose him time on the fight here. And he's going to have to re-pick it up in the top of the world. Meanwhile, Chuck clipping a stair here. Trying to go into the second to last room. And on into 5-4. Any lag? There it is. Doesn't use his jump input though. Meanwhile, Flyer, excellent P speed so far through the tower, keeps it in the third to last room. Does he keep it in this room? Does have to somewhat worry about coin ship? Never mind. He's gonna pick up. Yeah. He's good. Oh, well, never mind. He definitely didn't want to hit a block there. Meanwhile, oh, I missed what happened. Chuck losing his fire at the beginning of 5-5 looks like.
Yeah, and Flyer block boxed the lower bros, so even if he gets another coin ship, this time it's thankfully safely out of the way by now.
That's a good point. Yeah, Chuck doing some backup strats here. Gonna get the backup flower, gets the P speed back. Very nice. Utilizing that star. Oh, I don't think he was expecting to get that P speed back. Okay, he's fine. Flyer not getting the early P speed here in 5-5. I think that was an intentional grab there of the leaf. If not, he decided once it popped up, hey, I might as well grab it. I need to get the fire back anyway, so. And neither runner getting scammed with the bro next to the castle for the eternity, or the entire world, so very nice. Flyer not getting P speed back here, unfortunately. And Chuck in the 5F2, again, the fortresses in World 5 are not that difficult, but they are perilous if you make a mistake. There's a lot of lava going on here, including on the ceiling of this one. Flyer picking up the music box that he spent earlier in the world. And switch audio for the time. Oh, never mind. We're back. Looks like Chuck completing 5-8 here. Flyer going to be close behind, so about a stage and a third or so between the two so far. 5-8 being on the shorter side here. And Flyer picking up P speed in 5-8. Doesn't lose his fire at the end there by getting scammed with the duck. And also leads to the fanfare. So yeah, it looks like picking up some time here for sure. I think it's about 30 or 40 seconds back now. So basically,
Yeah, so
for a
that's
fight.
about 13, which is about that extra bro.
Not getting the poop block though. That I think he just automatically lost. So all right, the race is over, guys. Time to go home. Oh no, Chuck, you're getting scammed. Oh God, no. Oh. Okay. All right, everything's fine. I wasn't having a heart attack there. I swear. I swear I wasn't.
Double scam.
I can't believe he didn't get stunned. Honestly.
With Roy when he hits the ground and locks players in place, it's a very dangerous time to take not only that single damage but double damage and potentially even get KO'd.
Meanwhile, Flyer off screen. Oh, he's had two that were so close.
Flyer's doing a good job with those.
He picked up a lot of time here too. Chuck gonna have to take the ride of shame, unfortunately, unless he is willing to part with one of those P-Wings.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up 17 seconds, so I have a difference of 36 right now. And he is. Wow.
Yep, this is the right move. So we're gonna see Chuck playing 6-10. Which in reality, since Flyer has to play 6-10 anyway, really isn't going to lose Chuck any time. So that's kind of a heads-up decision there. Someone that has clearly been in that situation before.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Chuck does there, if he just kind of goes through it as quickly as possible, if he picks up the fire flower.
Oh yeah, he'll be picking up that flower. I know back in the day he was comfortable with this strat, so we'll see if he's brushed up on it or not. A little difficulty with the inventory there. Probably items in situations he's not used to, but yeah, making his way in the 6-5 here. The correct way of doing it. Very nice. You always enjoy the correct way. Unfortunately, getting rewarded with a second star. That is, you hate to see it. And that is, he is safe. All right, he is gonna skip the star here, guaranteed. Very nice. Let's see Flyer's attempt here. Gonna do the squirrel kick strats here. And having a little trouble with that last block there. But he's out of there. And 50-50. 50-50 for Flyer. You don't feel good in this situation, I'll tell you that much. And not winning the 50-50. And we see the H from Chuck keeps Big Mario. Very important here. For his 6-10. Now the question is, does he remember he has to play 6-10? It has been a while since he used that P-Wing. He remembered. Doesn't clip in the wall there with the turn back. Very nice. And it's looking good. Oh! Just didn't quite run long enough on the ground before grabbing it there. Good attempt. But he's out of there.
I was about to say, that looked really good. I wonder if he's been practicing that.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it. And Flyer gonna go for the wall jump, it looks like. That looked intentional. He grabbed the block, but then he like, I don't, what happened there? Kind of missed it. Oh, and getting the pixel on the first try, unfortunately not getting the jump there. Jumping a little early here. There we go, that's a good one. And unfortunately missing the input again. Jumping a little early once again there. I think he was quite ready for this. I think something weird happened with that block at the end of that stage. There we go.
Looks like 8 is the count there. I'm a little shocked. Maybe High Flyer hasn't been practicing 610. Or he just wants every second.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and see. It's like he didn't throw the block, and it exploded, and then he ran it. Yeah. Oh! Taking a death here. 6F3. That's really not been his race so far.
Nope, yeah, coin ship, lose the 50-50 here in World 6 against the row, 6-4-3 death.
Meanwhile, Chuck continuing to kind of cruise here, getting first class in the airship.
I think Budsy's in chat, so we'll have to see what's on the menu if he's available to let us know.
Oh yes, steak and a red wine reduction. And looking like Chuck isn't quite comfortable with the fire kill on this boss here, so gonna go for the stomps. Not sure, it didn't really look like he did manipulation there, or if he was trying to move right there, it didn't quite work out, so I know he kind of likes to mix things up in 7-1 with how he clips. So we'll see if this allows Flyer to get back into the race a little bit here. I mean,
Nope.
He knew. I guess he knew. That's why he didn't move. Fair enough.
Wow, first try, let's go.
So yeah, if Flyer's watching, not what he wanted to see there.
Yeah, Flyer usually takes his time to try to do the same thing.
Yeah, Chuck, being able to utilize this fire here now. He's not used to taking damage there. Doesn't miss the A input. It's not something, you know, to overlook there. It is a bit different, and doing the guaranteed setup for Flyer here. Trying to get... Oh no, he was lined up on the wrong pixel, but does eventually get it. It's a bit tricky doing it with Big Mario versus Fire, because you don't see that last outline pixel of the foot. Oh, Chuck missing an enemy there. And he's back in the groove, I think. They want to... Oh, I was gonna say...
Oh, hole in one.
You may want to skip that, because had a little trouble with his rhythm there, and yeah, I haven't seen that one before.
Looks like Flyer got the 7-1 clip in about 3. The one good thing is 7-3 is kind of one of the quicker deaths. so he'll make up some time, but there was about 1 minute and 24 seconds different from the World 6-1 grab, so that'll tighten up a little bit.
Yeah,
At
not
least.
having to worry about the power-up situation as well, at least in that station. And Flyer having some trouble getting P-Speed here is going to just try to go ahead with Fire, get P-Speed here. Unfortunately, not getting it there either. And is going to have to do things the old-fashioned way here in 7-2. And Chuck P-winging to victory here. Gonna see the same coming out in 7-6. Don't push the Flyer. Oh man, it's one of those things you do when you're flustered for sure. What just happened there?
Yeah.
I was hoping he wouldn't do that because I'm like, I've been there. I know what he's gonna try to do, and hopefully he doesn't do it again here. Because okay, he said, I don't care if that plant's gonna spawn. Fair enough. Ooh, chucking the coin block. I don't think he meant to do that, but does keep the P-Speed here. I'm thinking we're gonna see probably him take the secret here. Maybe not. Okay. The ending could get really interesting. Oh boy.
He makes it through, but I'm sure that was definitely not the pattern he's usually practicing against.
No, absolutely not. And is still gonna cloud here. So does have the star, is gonna be able to use that and pick up the second star here. Is he gonna pick up the mushroom in this case, or is he just gonna take his chances in the lower part? Alright, he's gonna take his chances here. Alright, stomping on both of them. Okay. Pretty good backup. No sliders, no sliders.
Nice job, pretty fearless play there.
Yeah, especially with the cloud and everything. So I noticed he didn't music box though, so maybe not 100% confident, but so Flyer cleaning up the empty fort there in the 7-6 here, gonna utilize this last P-wing to fly over. And it's shortly gonna be hammer time. Shout out to MC Hammer for sponsoring SMB3. Ooh, the menuing. I don't think he wanted to do that. I don't think it really affects anything, thankfully, with the hammer route, but it might at the end there. Will definitely affect the fire nippers. Oh, yeah, not getting the snipe on the Patui there, kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast, and it looks like he's gonna gamble here.
There you go, he's got his Bowser item, ladies and gentlemen. The frog suit. Is gonna play a 7-9 here. Seemingly not super comfortable playing the next stage. Oh, it looked like he clipped there. Something was weird with his inputs to cause him to not clip, because he definitely hit a pixel there and should have clipped through. I don't know if he pressed back or something. And is kind of stuck in the first baby jail here. Does make it out of 7-9. Is he going to keep going here? He is. He's determined. All right. Second baby jail. Oh, the same thing happened there. I'm curious what he's doing with his inputs, because he definitely should have clipped. That same thing there. Huh.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I don't like the baby jail.
Well, he's technically clipped it twice. It just, I, what is happening? It happened again.
Maybe he's holding down too long.
Yeah, yeah, that must be it.
There we go.
Yeah, it happened 3 times there on that last clip, and it happened once at the beginning. So yeah, just so y'all are aware of what I was confused about. You clip into a wall like that, that means you've clipped in far enough that normally you would just stand up and clip all the way through, but for some reason that didn't happen. So yeah, gonna have to play the end of World 7 here in a World 8 in a way he's not as comfortable with. Meanwhile, Chuck moving into the auto scrolls of World 8 here, so kind of at the point where we're not going to see a lot of gameplay now for the next 5 minutes.
So High Flyer is going to have a cloud, but the difference is going to be larger than hands.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, Chuck really having a commanding lead since the coin ship incident in World 3.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, and Chuck didn't get the World 6, bro. First try 7-1, cruising along. The only issue was the death in 7-3, and then kind of that scary situation with Roy.
Yeah, it seemed like any time there was an opening for Flyer, something else happened. So and I see the bad jokes are coming in. Just in time for some riveting content. Just in time for us to play some slots here in a moment on Chuck's side.
Yep, you can get your guesses down in chat. Number of hands for Chuck.
Oh, and Flyer just he's giving up the high ground too. Oh, he does get it back. Okay. Oh, almost escaping with no hands as well. Does get the worst one, unfortunately. Ascension with the little bit of a cheating there. I saw that late guess.
Yeah, so based on the world 7 wand grab, Chuck had like a 3-minute 50-second difference. Factoring out the cloud, it's about 3 minutes and 7 seconds. So that 23 or 24-second hand is not going to be enough. Flyer's going to need Chuck to have a lot more difficulty than that.
Oh! Chuck losing fire there. It's an opening. It's not quite enough, but it's a start, I guess. Alright, Chuck utilizing the star here, which I think is normal for him anyway. At this point, is going to go in, pick up the fire, which isn't the easiest to do. Manages to keep it there. Is going to go for the early P-speed. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. And is not going to get any P-speed, so... yeah, nice backup there. See, he's done that a few times, so... Alright, on into 8-2. Let's see what the Sun's got cooking for us.
Flyer set up for Navy grab, we'll see.
Oh! Yeah, he was unfortunately holding left there, so instantly stood up and pushed out, unfortunately. Chuck equipping the star here again. Fortress, gonna have a nice safe first room here. Is in a commanding position in this one. I think he's on pace for his standard 53. That's one thing I remember from 2018. He needs a 54, he'll get a 53. If he needs a 52, he'll get a 53. He needs a 51, he's going to give you a 53.
Very solid and consistent play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's currently 2-1. Looks like he's gonna head to 3-1. So his style and times are still working pretty well in 2024.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 53. It's gonna win a lot of races. Yeah. And you know, it's not that he can't do a 52 or even a 51, but it's that you know, no worse than a 53. It's pretty much it's been, so.
Flyer comes back, looks like he got pulled in by hand 1. He's probably gonna get all 3, right? Yep. There's 2. Ooh, that's a tough run for Flyer here.
Yeah, I mean, nice little victory cigar for the hands here. Yep, gonna give them all 3, why not? Just insult to injury.
Yeah.
I mean, the situation's been so bad that I guarantee you he was cheering for the third hand. Like, when you get in this situation, you're just like, just give it to me. Just do it. It's like when I raced Mitch in 2019 at All Forts at GDQ, and you know, the race is really close going in the hands, and then you know, we both get a hand, and then I get a second hand, so I just hold up the old 3, and I get a third hand. So there you go.
So your GG's out for WhenChukAttacks. High Flyer getting caught by a hammer on the Air Force.
Yeah, GG to Chuck. Kind of a bit of a dogfight this race here. Chuck able to hold it together though and put down a pretty good time.
And Flyer does have the cloud, so he's going to want to grab the fire in 8-1 so that he can still skip the fort.
Can't get Chuck here for commentary. Not commentary and interview, but meanwhile, Flyer. Alrighty, keep it speed. Not bad.
He's probably going to cloud 8-2 then and go into the fort so he can power up.
Alright, he's going in.
Or maybe he's just forgot, or he's just probably going to play it at this point. Maybe he's just... Welcome into WhenChukAttacks. GG, good game.
Well, it was a game. I don't even have the words to describe what you guys just watched. The fact that it still pulled out a mid 53 is just mind blowing to me. Like every mistake I know how to make was in the run that I just did. Like that was hardcore, just I don't know, spaghetti.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those races. It was I call it a bit of a dogfight because, like, I mean, you know, yeah, it seemed like you really couldn't get stuff going, but when you'd make a mistake, high flyer would make it one, and usually a bigger one too. So
Oh. Yeah, I didn't have any restream open or anything, so my mindset, I was just telling my chat this, my mindset is always you're behind, you have to clean it up and catch up. You know, that's always what's going through my mind. It's like I don't know where he is. I'm gonna assume he's in front of me. So the whole time they said I was ahead. Well, I didn't know that, so I was, you know, I was just going at it.
Yeah, the race was extremely close going into World 3, and then there was a coin ship incident, unfortunately, in World 3.
No.
Yeah, it could have been still fairly close, but I think Flyer lost a bit of a track of his bros there, and unfortunately fought the wrong bro after taking the death, and then had to fight then the hammer and then take the intentional death again. So yeah, was able to close the gap quite a bit going into World 6 because you had some problems with the Roy fight. I can't believe you survived, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I guess I was just distracted today. I don't know, but I forgot that he jumps differently and shakes the ground. And by the time I remembered, it was too late because I did not jump appropriately there, and then it just kind of spiraled. I was happy to make it out alive, though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And heads up play using the P-Wing and 6F1. I know you talked about, you know the 610 route, and so I kind of figured we'd be seeing it there. So that was kind of heads up play, I'd say.
I was kind of excited getting the chance to actually use it because I practice it a lot just in case, but I never really, I've never like done it in a race or anything. So that was cool to get. I almost did it all the way, but you know, I lost piece of halfway. But
yeah, I know you've done it in runs before because I've seen you back in the day. You've definitely done it, but yeah, it looked pretty good. It was just like you didn't run quite far enough on the coin block platform, so it was like, nah, you're not gonna piece me.
And first try 7-1 was that's always a confidence boost.
Did you manipulate there? I couldn't really tell. No? Okay.
No.
That's why I laughed. I was like, he just knew. He knew.
Yeah, I just had a good feeling. I thought with everything that's happened in this run so far, I need a first try just to stay in this. That was in my head at the time.
Meanwhile, we have Highflyer in Bowser's Castle. He picked up a frog suit at the end of World 7 in a mushroom house, and so he's battling Bowser with a frog. I don't know if you're watching the restream, but it looked like we're going to see a frog kill here. And yeah, I was going to pass on the interview. Oh, couldn't even give him that. Okay. Well, still a good finish from Flyer there.
Yeah, get your GGs out for Flyer. That was a lot of things, just a lot of things. Almost everything that could go wrong kind of did. It was a lot of difficult RNG and stuff on his side.
So yeah, Chuck. Speaking of though, 3-1, man. How do you feel? 3-1.
That feels really good, honestly. I wasn't sure what expectations I was coming into. I mean, anytime I join a tournament, like I want to win. Like I'm that competitive. I don't join a tournament if I don't think I can win some matches. I wasn't sure, you know. I mean, I knew what I could do, but I was looking at the PBs of the participants, and half are better times than mine, and I'm just like, my gosh, like when did everyone start learning Mario 3? Because like I don't recognize most of the names that are running now. So yeah, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, a lot's really changed since the last time you were doing PB attempts, which I'm going to say the last tournament you were in was 2018. I could be wrong. I believe it was, and you won.
I did.
So yeah, it's been quite a while. We've made some good improvements to like routing decisions, and the clips aren't as big of a problem anymore. So you're really just gambling on the hands and things like that. So I think that's really helped a lot of people since that time get these lower times. But for someone like you, who I was talking about this earlier, you're always the guy that, like, if you needed a 54, you'd get a 53, and then if you needed a 52, you'd get a 53.
I'm pretty locked into my 53s. Yeah, you're right there. I feel like my biggest strength is just longevity, I guess, and being around for so long. I've seen a lot of scenarios in every level, and I feel like I have really strong backups for mistakes, which I really got to show off today. And any backup I had was in play in this run. But I mean, just shows how bad you can play and still pull out a mid 53. That's just bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those runs where if like you had a clean run, you would have had a really, really nice time. For you, like you'd have been like, dang, I'm like breaking the 51s here. But yeah, like we had talked about, there is a lot of skill to just understanding like this can go wrong and this is what I can do to correct it. Just being prepared for that moment.
Yeah, absolutely, and not panicking.
Yep.
Which go ahead. I apologize. This I was curious. The 610. Have you been practicing that? Because that looked really, really good.
Yeah. Like I will I'll load up the practice ROM and just go through all the levels in order. Just quickly bust them out, and whenever I get to that part of the game, I put in 610, fire grab and all that goes with it. I do practice that along with it, just to have it. I've also the fast 7-2 with fire. I've practiced it. I wasn't feeling confident about going for it in this run. If I had had the restream up and seen that I had the lead, I probably would have tried it. But not knowing if I was ahead or behind, I thought, maybe not. today wasn't the day. I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing clean enough to bust out that kind of trick. But yeah, I practiced that just to have it.
I hate doing that one in races. I pretty much don't do it unless I have to, which you basically never have to. So, yeah. Well, GG man, and again, really good to see you back and performing well, and congrats, and wish you the best of luck moving forward here. With a lot of races still to play, surprisingly, in this round.
Oh yeah, yeah. Saturday is stacked.
Yeah. Speaking of Saturday, we have 6 races coming up on Saturday. But before that happens, on this channel, next, we have Teeks88 and Macober52, which should be a pretty good match. I believe they're both also 2-1. So,
That'd be a great matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. But speaking of tomorrow, we have 2 matches at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Cookie Wise versus Niamic and Joku versus Jepezu. And then at noon, we have Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy versus Sakali, guaranteed to be a really nice match there. Spicy getting the short end of the stick again, once again playing it undefeated for the 2nd straight round. And Bondi versus JT Knott, so a battle of undefeateds here. So one of them gonna go down tomorrow, so that's gonna be at noon. Channel not quite yet known yet. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have MWDA Shadow versus Disaster Caddy. And at 2 p.m. Eastern, Ice Ball versus Demon Battler. And then finally, to end things off, my co-commentary on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern versus Matepe. All
Good
that being
stuff.
said, yeah, lots of action, guys, the next couple days. Forward to it. With all that being said, is there anything else you guys have left that you want to talk through?
I just wanted, Chuck brings up a good point. A lot of racers may have better personal best or PBs than Chuck, but those are under ideal conditions, and obviously racing is not usually gonna get the RNG that those ideal conditions have. So it's great that you have that experience and the skills to work on those backups and just kind of make a run salvageable when things start going sideways, and that's what makes it fun to watch, and that's what I was way back. Basically, when I started running, that's what I wanted to do. I was interested in doing races, and then the PB was kind of an afterthought. But over time, it starts to get better, and that's what makes the matchups fun to see. Kind of when things go sideways, who's able to deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, was that kind of that way back in 2022? I think was the one I was in, and I think I started the tournament, and I'm not sure I even had a top 10 time anymore. I was kind of on the cusp there, and by the end of the tournament, I had the 2nd best time. I felt confident against people in the tournament, even though they had better times than me, because I've done so many races, right?
Yeah.
Chuck. That's why I tell people Chuck's done a lot of races. So,
Yeah, I was the same way. Like my whole reason for learning was to race and tournaments. I was far more interested in that than PB attempts. I would get burnt out and bored with PB attempts really fast, but I loved racing, and that was the main drive behind improving and learning.
Why, you don't like the Mushroom Kingdom Casino? Come on now.
No, not so much.
Yeah, yeah, especially when the times get low, and especially back then. You guys have to understand, the last time Chuck did attempts, there was no 7-1 manipulation, so that level killed a lot of runs.
It really did. Yeah, we didn't know near as much as we do now.
But yeah, thanks again, Matt. I do appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to see how you do the rest of the tournament.
Same, always a pleasure.
Said, guys, we have another race coming up in about 20 minutes, so get some dinner, get some drinks, come on back, see See Teeks. See if he can bounce back. See if Macobra can steal one off one of the tournament favorites here. Have a great weekend.
All right. Good night.